Hey guys, Super Gadget Guy here. Sorry, first apologize about my voice. I sort of have a sore throat going on, so my voice is kind of scratchy. Um, so this is the new Amazon Kindle Paperwhite. I saw the presentation from Amazon, and I really want to be able to read my Kindle in the dark. So I immediately sold my old Kindle, the Kindle Touch, and placed an order with the Kindle Paperwhite. So here it is, arrived today. So let's open it. So Amazon decided to use a darker box instead of like a plain cardboard like. And it's sort of the opposite in the Apple. It's also very simple, but the package seems good design, but does not really feel like really well pampered. Everything feels normal. Here it is. And of course, no power adapter because they assume everybody has a USB, and it has a Apple-like USB cable to micro USB. So the material and color feels like Apple, but if you look at the connector, it's USB to micro USB. This is not very Apple-like. I really like Amazon does this. I mean, Amazon certainly is a big consumer electronic manufacturer now. They did not introduce their own standards, unlike Sony, Samsung, and Apple. When they get big enough, they want to sell something of their own. They have their own little standard connectors, which you have to buy accessory. Amazon does not. They don't even include power adapter. They assume you already have something to connect the USB in, and the other one goes to the Kindle. And they were right. I'm not even going to use the cable because I already have a powered USB cable. So here it is, wrapped very well. So my immediate impression is the material of the backing is really soft rubber texture. Weight-wise, very similar to the old Kindle, except for the edge here is much less, and there's no more home button. This is all very flush sits, and this is not like raises up or anything. It's very flat against the edge. And the only thing now is the power button on the bottom. And that's the e-ink display already. So let's turn it on. Oh, here we go. It just flashed. Oh, here we go. It's booting up the first time. It's very similar to the old Kindle, except the tree somehow looks sharper. I also have, I don't know if there's another screen on it or oh, hold on, I think I hit something by accident. So let's do English. The screen is very white and glowy. Oh, I think the backlight is on. So one thing that got me to switch to this is that this thing is backlit, and even with the backlight on, the battery lasts 8 weeks, given half an hour reading per day. 8 weeks, 2 months, that's about 60 days. It's still 30 hours of backlight that's just constantly on for 60 hours. That's pretty cool. And the reason I like to read with Kindle more than the iPad is that it's much lighter, so if I fall asleep with this on it, or I dropped it on bed or carpet, I don't have to worry about anything breaking. It's a pretty sturdy little piece of equipment right here, and it's much cheaper to replace. $119. I have the one with the special offer versus an iPad, which is much heavier, and battery life is nowhere near as good as Kindle. So now with backlight, I can even read it. So here we go. Now you get presented with this marketing message. Kindle Paperwhite, first ever Paperwhite display. High contrast, high resolution, building light, 8 weeks battery life, even with the light on. Okay, now let me connect to my Wi-Fi device, to my Wi-Fi. So this is give a general instruction. The sort of layout of cloud versus device and the actual reading instruction changed a little bit. So after you input your Wi-Fi device, it asks you to either create an Amazon account or use existing ones. Okay, so that's whatever on my cloud. Let's see, whatever on my device, whatever on my cloud. So let's look at the power setting. During the input of all the information and stuff, I find the screen is a lot more responsive. Like every time you tap, the screen refresh faster and then takes your input faster too. See how the I don't know if you can see the number go all the way from 0 to 24. You see that the number corresponding with my finger swiping is a lot faster. And so let's switch to halfway point, which is 12. So this is about halfway brightness. And you want to know what it looks like, so let's go to the, so this kind of contrast, this kind of brightness, I still feel this has a higher contrast even when you dim the brightness. So let me turn off the light so you can see how cool the display is. Okay. Okay, so this camcorder has a little light. Now this room is in total darkness. As you can see, the backlight is still on. And when you turn it off, let me see if I can find a power button. Of course, the display goes dark completely, and as soon as you turn it on, there's the backlight, and it says swipe to unlock. Well, it doesn't matter. I didn't swipe. And this is the half brightness. And at this stage, it'll last 30 hours. So, of course, you can also turn up the brightness. So this is at maximum brightness. And that's pretty cool. And of course, you can change the font to bigger font. And Helvetica. And you can choose line spacing and choose margin. So I want something that gives me the largest font, largest spacing, and the greatest margin. It's not really readable, but for people who need this kind of spacing, awesome. And to the other extreme end, let's choose the smallest font, tightest spacing, and almost no margin at all. It's still readable. That's amazing. How cool this backlighting is. And I think at total darkness, so if I want to read at night, I still want to be able to fall asleep. I think 16 is a good number to start for me. Of course, the Kindle manual suggested that you should increase the brightness when a room is brighter, but since it's all darkness, this sort of works fine. One thing that sort of Amazon unified the interface is that this is more like the Android experience that you will have. That the home button, you have to hit the menu every time, and this sort of cloud versus device and how many items, recent, shopping cart, this sort of layout reminds of the Kindle Fire. I have not purchased the Kindle Fire HD, even though I wanted to, but I feel like, you know, to me, that every time I buy something of Android, I won't use it because I have to buy all the apps again. So This is probably as far as I will go with non-Apple personal electronic PDA iPad-like device that I'll have. So here it is. I can't wait to try read some of the books, like assigned reading from school. So I can't wait to give the display a try. This is definitely a very cool device. And so here it is. Amazon Kindle Paperwhite. Thanks for watching. And let me know if you guys have any questions. Post in the comment section, and I will try my best to answer them. Thank you.